My name's Nigel Morris and I'm obsessed with electric motorcycles. Welcome to The Driven. Well, we're back on the northern beaches again, and I think I'm the luckiest guy in Sydney. Harley-Davidson very kindly gave me this Livewire for 2 weeks, and due to lockdown, I've had it for 2 months, and it looks like I'm going to have it for another month yet. I am fairly delighted about that, and thank you, Harley-Davidson. We're going to tell you all about the features right now. It'll do 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. Very fast. It's got DC fast charging and of course AC slow charging. It has 15.5 kilowatt hour battery bank and the most beautiful suspension, brakes and running gear that you could ever want for on a motorcycle. I'll show you the dash. One of the things my teenage son picked up instantly when we started looking at the dash is, of course, it's a touchscreen as well as a standard screen. It's adjustable for angle, so I'll poke it down out there out of the light, and you can go in and change all sorts of settings as you would expect. In the ride mode, here's all the different sports settings that you can play around with, including the custom modes. And of course, you've got a toggle that allows you to switch through all sorts of different functions on the dash, odometers, nav, and so on. On the right-hand side, you can see a power gauge that adjusts as you change mode. You've also got a range mode. What I really like about the range is it gives you the expected range based on how you've been riding. That's the big number. And then it also gives you a maximum and a minimum based on what it's seen you doing. You've then got another state of charge, the energy consumption, the temperature, and this is a little temperature gauge that shows you the temperature of the battery, the controller, and the motor. More than enough to do everything you need. Over on the other side of the dash, all your normal controls, but note, it's also got traction control, which is awesome. That saved my bacon at least once. Down here's another little toggle switch, a 4-way toggle. That controls your phone, if you've got a phone connected. And this, I absolutely love, the cruise control. A lot of modern bikes have a cruise control. I haven't ever had one on a bike, and it's fantastic. It's a license saver for those high-speed runs. It really is the epitome of electric motorcycle technology around the world today. It may not be totally the fastest, and it may not have the biggest battery you can get. There's perhaps one other out there that is holding that crown. But what you get with Harley-Davidson is a 120-year-old brand to look after you and to support you. And I can tell you, as an electric motorcycle owner, support is important. Just like all Harleys, huge belt drive on this bike, so lovely and quiet. Got a really nice adjusting tension system. The Harley has spared no expense on beautiful top grade Öhlins suspension, fully adjustable spring rate, compression, damping, everything else you could want. Rides like an absolute dream. 100% everything, that's all we want. 100% everything. The regen I'm looking for. Like all large capacity sports bikes, the Harley is no different in needing a good set of rotors. Opposed piston 4-pot radial Brembo calipers and twin discs on the front really haul this bike up beautifully. Again, beautiful Öhlins suspension, fully adjustable on the front end, and beautiful big 17-inch wheels with lovely, lovely sticky rubber. The handling of this bike really is superb. The Livewire is gorgeous, but it's not cheap at almost $50,000. Now, in good news, Harley-Davidson America have announced that the price is going to drop by something like 20%, at least in the US. We haven't confirmed yet whether that's going to happen in Australia, but if it does, it means this motorcycle is going to come in at perhaps $35,000 to $40,000. And at that price, you are getting an awful lot of motorcycle for your money. I've thrown absolutely everything I could at this bike in the conditions that I was restricted to in lockdown. I've done city riding, I've dropped the kids to school, I've done the shopping, I've tried everything I possibly can, including a lot of kilometres. It is one of the best electric motorcycles in the world you can buy today. There's no doubt about that. It is bristling with technology. It behaves itself beautifully, and I love the idea of having a big name behind this bike to support you in the event that something goes wrong. I think Harley-Davidson have done incredibly well to bring a bike of this quality, of this standard, to the world, and it's the beginning of the electric bike revolution. Thanks for watching The Driven.